All right, week 26, bin 3. Now, if you didn't see the bin 2 video yet, I was picking out a lot of sprouts, and I'm very much thinking I'd like to harvest some of the castings out of there to start some seeds with. I was gonna harvest some castings tonight, but this is the only colander I have, and yeah, it's a bit too fine. Doesn't work very well, so we're going to get another colander that's usually like for pasta, and we'll try that instead. But the castings look amazing, and I think the worms are gonna be happy with tonight's feeding. We've got some really interesting foods: dragon fruit, some mango, some cucumber, contents from bin 1. Speaking of mango, there's the pit for bin 3. There was a worm on it. Doesn't look like they've opened it up yet though. Huh. And some additional bedding that I'm going to wet down with some water. This bin has not had water in months. It hasn't needed it. So if it's much of the same way as things were over in bin number 2, I'll probably just give it a little bit of water down here in the feeding zone. Look how spongy that is. Well, let's dig in and take a look and see how the worms are doing. I can feel the moisture coming back into the sides. Whoa, check that out. That is definitely a cucumber. Yeah, the leaf, putting the leaf top on the whole covering top of the bin has definitely kept the worms very happy. As far as size goes, they're still not really big, but population-wise, I mean, they're looking really good. They're looking really, really good. And I'm thinking that this gritty material that I see through the castings is in fact the grit, but I also see right there that looks like a cocoon. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I'll try to put my hand there so maybe it'll focus in a little bit better. But it's right there. It looks like a cocoon. Which would explain why I'm still seeing babies all the time. Finding them on my glove and everywhere here in the bin. But the castings look amazing. And they've got the appropriate moisture content with them, which is what I want to try to maintain. The worms look good. They look like they're going to be all through the bin, just like the worm bin 2, down the sides and definitely in the middle. Just kind of fluff things up here a bit. But yeah, I'm gonna have to. I have to get a colander with larger size holes to do this properly, because with the moisture content of these castings and just the fact that I know I'm gonna have worms all through here, I'm gonna want to try to be really, really careful when I sift. I don't want to. I mean, these worms. I gotta tell you something. I can't say enough about being able to do whatever I need to do here in the bin without these guys freaking out. I mean, moving them around and fluffing all this up. I mean, I guess certain species would definitely go kind of nuts and just start evacuating the bin. These guys haven't. And to their credit, I mean, they have done a really wonderful job on everything I've put in here, from bedding to food. They tear through it all. Really nice looking stuff. Okay, so that's good. Let's scoot the leaf cover over and take a look at the other side. Yeah, beautiful looking stuff. 6 months in, 26 weeks. So, I mean, this started earlier than it was supposed to. It started on the 3rd of September last year because of a miscommunication between my supplier and myself. I ended up getting them about 10 days early. So the bins weren't properly cycled, and yeah, that was a lot of fun. Not. But they have done very well. And these castings just look amazing. Looks like we still got a lot of remnant food down here though, so we'll take a look and see. We're gonna give them a good feeding anyway. And a little bit of water in the bedding that I add. Okay, but I feel really good moisture down here still. Yeah, lots of worms. Wow. I mean, and they look really healthy too. They look really, really good. Some of them are nice size. I mean, they're not huge, but you can tell that they're, you know, they definitely are an African. They're all through the bedding, or through the castings, I should say, over here on the sides. The leaf cover is going to be critical in keeping them happy, I think, this hot season. It is just, it is raging hot right now, and it's only March. Oh man. The summer months get here. The hot season months, as the tides call them. It's going to be, I think it's probably going to be at least 10 to 15 degrees hotter in the next few months than it was last year. Last year was relatively cool, and I say that in terms of what you would normally expect, and a lot of that was because of the rain. We had a really, really long rainy season. Our rainy season here usually gets started right after a holiday called Songkran, which is the Thai New Year. That's in the middle of April. They haven't celebrated it for the past couple of years for obvious reasons. They're hoping to this year, but normally right after that holiday is when the rain starts to hit us. I don't know what that's going to be like this year. We will get rain no matter what, but I got a feeling with the rain's going to come heat, and with that, a lot of humidity, so we'll see. Anyway, the worms look fantastic. The castings look fantastic. Let's check out the feeding area. Yeah, I can feel food already. Just getting my hands in here. Ooh, a lot of bedding. Hey, see, this is why I'm going to wet the bedding down that I'm putting in tonight. There's our garlic, or excuse me, ginger. That's not garlic, it's ginger. No worms on it right now that I can see. There's a lot on it last week, not this week, but I'm going to definitely add some moisture to this. It looks like it's really dry in here. Well, it's moist, it's not dry, but there's the banana top. Remember, I was wondering where the top of the bunch went. It's right here. Worms on it. Probably will be for a while. That'll be in there for quite a while. Contents from bin 1. Banana peels that have been kind of softened up. Yeah, this is we're gonna need some moisture over here, so I'm just gonna scoop it out. A lot of worms, a lot of babies, a lot of juveniles. I mean, all over my glove. Look at that. My hand will help it focus in better. A lot of babies. They come off in the castings actually relatively easy, I found. You just kind of swipe your hand up against them. Okay, so let's get some moist foods in here tonight, but right now let's get some bedding in and moisten it up a little bit. Nice big handful. Floor. That's always nice. Now, let's put the contents of bin 1 in here. Again, as you can see, we got a lot of really good mold, bacteria, fungi going on in this. Try to break it up a little bit so it's easier for them to get into, but that's also why I wanted to add this moisture. Not just in the way of water, but these watery foods. Definitely help them be able to process through these materials a lot easier too, because they're very dry. Sometimes they're a little hard. You know, they've been sitting in bin 1 for a while now, just undisturbed, so it doesn't surprise me that some of them are a little bit harder than others. But for the most part, they're pretty spongy and they just, you know, they break apart. our dragon fruit. It's expired, which is why I'm really excited to see how they do with the skin. This thing supposedly is very nutrient loaded, second only to mangosteen in nutrients. So yeah, I'm hoping to see them really kind of go after this. I'm sure they will. Our expired mango. A good juice in here from both of these. Sprout. Bunch of cucumbers. Stuff and stuff. I think another handful of some bedding on top. Maybe I'll even spray this down a little bit too. Not that I think it needs it, but why not? See if there's any market difference between it and bin 2 next week. There we go. All right. Back up. Ginger down there. Alright, so there's some things here I need to kind of try to bury. Just the mango husk, or there's our banana top. Push that down there. Alright. Some of the remnant bedding material from the week before. Let's get it covered up with some leaves. And that will be that. Gang, week 26 is now complete. Bins 2 and 3 have been fluffed up, given new bedding, fed contents from bin 1 and some really nice juicy watery fruits and veg. The worms look really good. Gonna need to remember to get some more leaves to put in both the bins between now and next weekend, but things are looking good. Unfortunately, I was not able to harvest any castings yet, but that's okay too. We'll eventually get to that point. I'm just gonna get myself a more appropriate colander with some larger holes so I can more easily kind of sift stuff out, and we will go from there. But listen, I really want to thank you for joining me. I hope you liked the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up and share it. I'd really appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would definitely love it if you consider doing that as well. And hit the bell notification icon if you would, so you can receive notifications when I upload new content. Listen, wherever you are in this world today or tonight, you take care. Bye for now.